The power of upper cervical care is found in the proper placement of those top two bones in your neck, the atlas and the axis. And when your nerve system can function and flow and communicate properly with your body's performing great, and it can heal itself. But there's a second issue when you have a misalignment of those top two bones. It's called body imbalance. And I want you to catch this because I want you to see how dependent your bones and the structure of your body is on those two bones being properly aligned.
What happens is, when one of these bones in the upper part of the neck get misaligned, the head sits on top of that bone. Well, as the brain is designed to be level, okay, it even has its own reflex that makes the head stay level. So when this bone misaligns, it gets stuck, okay? The body can't unstick it. So what it does is the brain will send a message down to the body telling the body to compensate or change itself till it gets that head level. Well, what will happen as a result of that is, let's say the bone goes this way, okay, causing the head to get out of line or lean over to one side. Well, as I said, the brain doesn't work right like that. So to compensate for that, it might cause you to pull down one shoulder, which will throw your weight off to one side. So to balance that, it'll cause you to pull up one hip. That swings your body back over towards an even line of gravity, okay? But in the meantime, it causes these compensations. As you can see on this chart, head leans out one way, pulls one shoulder down, pulls one hip up, making one leg a little shorter than the other. Well, that throws all your balance off towards one side and ultimately can end up in tight, contracted, spastic muscles in anywhere from the base of your head down to the bottom of your feet. So over time, that ultimately starts to wear down and can cause some compensatory changes that end up causing you neck pain, back pain, leg pain, hip pain, foot pain, knee pain, etc.
If you will, visualize, stack up 24 dominoes, put a bowling ball on top. Biomechanically, that's the structure we're working with. And the critical area is right there at the base of the skull. If you look at the way that it's designed and put together, that's the critical area that will discern where the weight of the head is being carried. And if you center that, the rest of the spine can balance with it.
If your head is not on straight, it wants to plop down like this. And we need to keep the head level for equilibrium and balance reasons. So the muscles from the base of the skull to the bottom of the neck, upper thoracic area, have to tighten and shorten to hold the head upright. So you end up having atrophied, dried up muscles on the anterior and hypertrophied or thickened muscles on the posterior. And this is frequently why people need to have their shoulders rubbed all the time, because those muscles are just so tight and rigid. And the irony is, if you have this rigidity, you can go to Hawaii and relax as much as you want and the muscles are still as rigid as can be because they're mechanically having to hold that head up. Now, once the atlas is put back in position and the irritation is taken off of the nerves, the first thing that happens is the cervical thoracic muscles, the muscles down the shoulder blades, start to let go. And then the muscles in the anterior neck actually start to wake up and start to pull the curve forward. And sometimes you might even think it's swollen glands, and it's not. It's really just the muscles pulling that curve back towards normal. And the curious thing is, when you lose the curve in your neck, you frequently lose the curve in your lower back. And so as your neck curve comes back, your lower back curve comes back. And that's why, even though I only adjust upper neck, the number one condition I see in my office is low back pain. And the number two condition I see is sciatica, the pain down the leg into the foot. And it responds extremely well by getting that upper neck put in place.
He's, I want to say about 8 years old. He is in a wheelchair. But he came in to me about 6 weeks ago with his left leg easily 2.5 inches shorter than his right, and they were looking at some measurable surgical corrections to try and deal with that issue because of contractures. And within the first adjustment, we dropped him to within 1/2 inch. My staff was crying. I was crying. The mom was crying, because sometimes you don't know the power of the adjustment until you set that into play.